Hi everybody, it's Claire with another art journal video. Today I am sharing with you a page that I'm creating in my Confetti journal. So basically this is a journal that I am going to be using to fill with all of the beautiful scraps of paper, collage paper, that I have left over from when I've been doing other pages. So I have a little box that I just toss these pieces into, and honestly it's been getting so enormous I just kind of didn't really know what to do with them. And then I had this idea of creating a journal which was just going to be filled with pages that are basically a celebration of all the lovely colours and shapes and patterns, and kind of that leads where the page goes. So I've started there by using a Jane Davenport License to Quill pen, and I'm just journaling onto the background. So that's going to be my start really. And then I'm just sifting through my box and pulling out some papers that I like the look of. And then I'm just sticking them in place. There isn't really any, I don't know, there isn't really any talent here. It is just literally stick them where you feel like they're going to work. I guess I do probably think a little bit intuitively about balancing the page as well. But really, this is just about starting to build the layers. And I'm only going to be working on one side of the page. So you notice the left-hand side of the page is blank. What I'm thinking I might do at some point is add some of these onto my website as downloads, perhaps, but we'll see. So I'm just taking pieces of these little scraps of paper and sticking them in. I'm only using a glue stick to pop them in place. Gel medium would work just as well. But really this is just about playing, it's just about having fun. Some of these pieces are things that are left over from the collage fodder course that I've been doing, and some, like I've said, are pieces that are just left from other projects. So you'll notice this is one of Dina's stamps here that I'd stamped onto collage tissue paper, and I never got around to using it, so I decided I would just pop it in my box. And then up on the right here, this piece I've got hold of now, the one that I had hold of was also collage tissue paper with some gloss sprays on. These were some, I think they were gloss sprays that I'd mixed with white paint that were left over, and I just painted them onto an under paper, just so as not to waste them really. And I'm just tearing shapes off and adding them onto the page. So I'm getting to a point where I'm quite happy with the amount that I've got on there, the fact that I can still see a little bit of the text peeping through. And then I'm just playing and adding hearts on there and other shapes as well, adding in some black too. These are some pieces of sticker paper that I have left over. They're nice and quick to collage with. Just literally stick them in place, it's fantastic. Then I'm going back in with the pen and just doodling some circles onto there. So building up more layers again. And then I'm just grabbing some paint colours and just doing some mark making. I'm not really overthinking this, I'm just doing marks with the paintbrush, using different colours, starting off with the pink and then going in with red. Just kind of doing what you feel like. There isn't a right or wrong with this sort of journaling. This is a Tim Holtz stencil, I think it's called Bubbles, just adding that onto there. And then another Tim Holtz stencil too. So I'm just building up the colours, building up the layers and the interest in the page. Next I'm just filling in these circles, adding some blocks of colour. There isn't much turquoise in the page, I think that was why I decided to add this turquoise blue in there. But it's really starting to look quite busy. Next I'm going in with the Posca pen and adding some mark making. Then I decided I would draw a botanical doodle on there, using a Stabilo oil to draw that in place. And then I'm going in with my black gesso. Now this might make some of you cry because I am painting over some of the background. And I guess a lot of you will be thinking, well, why on earth spend all that time making that lovely background to paint over it? but it really is often about the process, about enjoying the journey. And you will still be able to see elements of the background through, but this is a really nice technique to do, to have a go at, just to focus in on those little areas of colour and pattern. So I am using black gesso for this, and if you watch my videos often you will know that the only reason I'm using black gesso is because that's what I've got. I haven't got any black paint at the minute and can't really see any reason to buy any when this black gesso does a perfectly good job. And I also like the fact that it dries really matte, so that's another reason for me to use it. So I've broken my rule of 3 here and just done 2 botanical shapes on my page, but if I remember rightly, I think I had another one in at the end. So just finishing this bit off here. If this isn't a technique you've had a go at, then you try it on a background that you're not too precious about. It is a really fun way to create a cool journal page. So then once it was dry, I then went in with the Uniball Signo in white, and I'm just outlining in a sketchy way those leaves. And then I decided I would do some more journaling over the top of the black. So it's kind of just going to push that black background, the black that I've added, not the background, the black that I've added over the background, it's just going to push it away a little bit and draw those botanicals forwards. And also it was another good opportunity to do some journaling. And there we go, that's the finished page. So you notice there on the left corner I did add another little botanical in there, which was also from my scrap box. So I hope you've enjoyed this. There will be more of these confetti journal videos to come. So thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.